The Fascinating History of Valentino, from Rome to the Red Carpet. Have you ever wondered how a simple name could evolve into a symbol of glamour, sophistication, and elegance that captivates the fashion world for decades? The name Valentino carries with it a fascinating history that traces its roots back to the cobbled streets of Rome, and yet its influence reaches far beyond the city's historic walls to the red carpets of Hollywood and the runways of Paris. Valentino Garavani, the man behind the brand, transformed the fashion industry with his vision and craft, building a legacy that continues to leave a lasting impact on style and luxury. Born in 1932, Valentino Garavani came from humble beginnings, but it didn't take long for his innate talent to catch the eye of those in the fashion world. Growing up in the heart of Italy, he was surrounded by the cultural and artistic richness that would later influence his designs. His journey began like many great designers, with an early interest in fashion. However, it wasn't just a passing hobby for Valentino. His passion was clear from an early age, and he set his sights on mastering the art of couture design. At 17, he left his small town to study fashion in Milan, where he immersed himself in the world of high fashion. Valentino's talent didn't go unnoticed. By the time he turned 19, he was already working in Paris, the center of the fashion universe. He had the opportunity to learn under the guidance of some of the most respected names in fashion, including Jean Dessay and Guy Laroche. It was in Paris that Valentino's understanding of craftsmanship and luxury began to deepen. The city's haute couture scene was an ideal training ground for a young designer with big dreams, and Valentino seized every opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that was all about pushing the boundaries of fashion. In the early 1960s, after gaining invaluable experience in Paris, Valentino returned to Italy with a vision of his own. He was determined to bring his unique perspective to the fashion world, combining Italian elegance with French sophistication. In 1960, Valentino opened his first atelier in Rome, a city that would become synonymous with his name. With the support of his family and a small team of skilled artisans, he set out to create designs that would soon capture the attention of the international elite. His creations were a celebration of femininity, flawlessly cut dresses that exuded grace, beauty, and, most importantly, style. One of Valentino's most significant contributions to the fashion world was his ability to design for women in a way that accentuated their strength and grace. His dresses were known for their impeccable craftsmanship, and his ability to make women feel like they were walking works of art set him apart from many of his contemporaries. But it wasn't just his skill with fabric that made him stand out. Valentino understood the power of the perfect color, the right silhouette, and the way each design could enhance a woman's natural beauty. It wasn't long before his work caught the attention of Hollywood's elite, a turning point that would further elevate his status in the fashion world. In 1968, Valentino dressed the legendary Elizabeth Taylor for her wedding to Richard Burton. This high-profile moment was the beginning of a relationship between Valentino and Hollywood that would continue for decades. His designs were favored by stars like Audrey Hepburn, Jacqueline Kennedy, and later the likes of Princess Diana, who became one of his most iconic clients. Valentino's dresses became a symbol of Hollywood glamour, and his name became synonymous with the kind of opulence and beauty that the stars of the screen loved to wear. However, Valentino's influence extended far beyond the realm of film. His creations also began appearing on the runways of Paris, Milan, and New York. The late 1960s and early 1970s were a golden era for Valentino. His couture collections consistently wowed audiences, and his designs were the epitome of sophistication and grace. As fashion trends evolved, Valentino stayed true to his vision of timeless elegance, never falling into the trap of fleeting fads or trends. His designs were about creating beautiful clothes that would never go out of style, dresses that could stand the test of time, just like the women who wore them. As the years passed, Valentino's brand continued to grow, and so did his empire. In 1979, he introduced a ready-to-wear line, making his creations accessible to a broader audience. Though his ready-to-wear collections still carried the same level of craftsmanship and attention to detail as his couture designs, they marked a shift in the fashion industry. They represented a new era of luxury, one that was no longer confined to the elite few, but could be enjoyed by women from all walks of life. It was a bold move that ensured Valentino's place at the forefront of the fashion world for years to come. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, Valentino's empire was firmly established. He had become one of the leading figures in global fashion, his name synonymous with Italian luxury and style. His haute couture collections continued to dazzle, and his ready-to-wear lines set the tone for modern, luxury fashion. Yet, despite his success, Valentino remained true to his roots. His designs still celebrated the beauty of women, with every dress designed to make a woman feel powerful, beautiful, and unique. Valentino understood that fashion was not just about clothes. It was about giving women the confidence to express themselves through what they wore. However, like any great artist, Valentino's journey wasn't without its challenges. The fashion industry can be unforgiving, with shifting tastes, new designers emerging, and changing cultural norms. Yet through it all, Valentino's ability to adapt while remaining faithful to his vision allowed him to not only survive, but thrive in an ever-evolving industry. Even as trends changed, his name remained a constant, and his brand continued to thrive. In the 2000s, Valentino's legacy became more than just about fashion. It became a symbol of excellence, craftsmanship, and the very best that the fashion world had to offer. Valentino himself became a beloved figure in the industry, respected not just for his talent, but for his ability to inspire those around him. His timeless creations continued to be worn by the world's most stylish women, and his influence was felt in every corner of the fashion world. In 2007, after more than 45 years of shaping the fashion industry, Valentino made the decision to retire. His final couture show in 2008 was a momentous occasion, marking the end of an era. Yet, even in retirement, Valentino's influence remained as strong as ever. His name continued to be associated with the highest levels of luxury, and his designs still graced the world's most glamorous events. His legacy had already been cemented, but it was clear that his impact on the world of fashion would never fade. In the years following his retirement, the Valentino brand continued to thrive under the creative direction of Pierpaolo Piccioli. Piccioli, who had worked alongside Valentino for years, brought a fresh, modern touch to the house's storied history. Under his leadership, Valentino continued to push the boundaries of luxury fashion, blending the timeless elegance that Valentino was known for with new, innovative ideas. The brand's continued success speaks to the strength of the foundation that Valentino built. Today, Valentino is not just a fashion house. It is a cultural icon. Its designs are a blend of the old and the new, combining traditional Italian craftsmanship with a contemporary sensibility. The brand remains a symbol of timeless style, with a focus on femininity, beauty, and elegance. The legacy of Valentino Garavani lives on through his designs, which continue to inspire and captivate the fashion world. With that said, thanks, and until the next time.